All right, I'd like to talk about chargebacks for a minute because chargebacks are part of being in business. Now, in most cases, especially in auto repair, they're fairly rare. The other family business is a tourist attraction, and so especially because people can buy their tickets online, you can't verify that's actually who used the card, and there are definitely people who use that as a way to not have to pay the bill. And a chargeback is basically where a consumer uses a credit card and then they charge it back on that card. Sometimes it's a stolen card and it's a legitimate chargeback, but all too commonly these days we're hearing about friendly fraud, and that's when somebody is so ecstatic with your services, they think you're wonderful, yet they go home and they charge it back, and they have all of these reasons of why they did it, and they don't want to bring the vehicle back in to get it fixed. They don't want to have a resolution aside from I took all my money back. And that's usually how you know it's a case of friendly fraud, is because they have no interest in bringing the vehicle back or doing anything about it. As a matter of fact, we had a member of the group post about this just the other day. They had taken a check, a rather large check, and the person stopped payment on the check and said that there were issues with the repair, but refused to bring the vehicle back, refused to allow them to rectify the situation. And I know in North Carolina, especially if it is over a certain sum and you do that, that's theft of services. So it did result in legal charges or a legal situation, and the person opted to pay as opposed to go through the legal situation. Now, here's the thing about credit card chargebacks that you need to know about. There are some simple things that you can do to help protect yourself. Like I said, in most cases, it's not that you've actually done something wrong. It's that someone is committing friendly fraud. They know that they can charge that back, and if you don't know how to fight it, that money is now officially theirs again. And so you only have a certain number of days that you have to respond. So you have to respond promptly. And here are the things that I know of that really help you. Have a signature on the repair order that they can match to the signature that the consumer is using elsewhere or using when they sign. That's one thing. The other thing is if you do not know the person and you don't trust them to not do a chargeback, or you've never done business with them, do not take an online payment from them, because online payments are not secure in 99.99% of cases. And so there's a good chance that if you take that online payment, you send them the invoice, they pay. If they decide, hey, look, I'm not paying you, they can charge it back, and it is very hard to win those chargebacks. The other important thing is have a warranty terms of service that talks about, hey, we don't just refund you if there's an issue with the repair. Here's the process to follow for refunds. Here's the process to follow for a warranty repair, whatever it may be, that must be documented. And then you need proof that you did the work. So in our case, we just kind of went through this deal. We had somebody do a chargeback, and listen, absolutely, this is a case where someone was trying to get out of paying the bill. That's all there is to it. There is no truth to what this person was saying or doing. They were trying to conflate and change the story. Now, here's the cool thing for us. A, we work with 360 Payments, and they are really awesome about helping with these things. B, we have the documentation. So we have the scan logs from their vehicle. We have the pictures of their vehicle. We have the license plate of their vehicle. We have where we did testing, and we have pictures of the test process. And so Shopware allows us to put all of that on the repair order. Now, you can also see where this person signed the repair order. Now, they did pay online, and it's not a guarantee that we're going to win this thing, but because they signed the repair order, they signed the approval. So everything that they approved, there's a notice that, hey, this person approved this at this time from this IP address. We have the recorded calls. We did exactly what we said we were going to do, exactly when we said we were going to do it, and they just didn't want to pay the bill. So this combination of things, we should win this chargeback case, but even then, it's not guaranteed. So it's very important to have documentation. Prove that you had the vehicle, prove that you did the work that you said you did. In this case, it was just testing, and we have the pictures of the testing and the testing results. And now we have a telephone call where the service advisor called and began to ask questions, explain the invoice again, and they acknowledged they were wrong and acknowledged that they shouldn't have charged it back, and that they would call and they would cancel the chargeback. Now, we know it's unlikely that they actually do that. The good news is we have a recorded call, so it shouldn't be a problem. But just remember, you have to document if you plan to avoid these types of situations. Y'all have a good one.